Hello?
Hi, is this Alicia?
Yes, this is she. Who's this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
What was that last name?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning?
That'd be a weird last name.
It's a very long last name.
What?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Brooke is here.
Hi, Alicia.
Jose is also here.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so there's three of us on the phone right now, and it is a radio show, like I said.
Okay. Hi.
The reason I'm calling you is because one of our listeners actually emailed us saying that he'd like us to call you.
That's odd.
It is kind of odd.
is.
Everyone agrees with that.
It's a segment we do on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So you recently went out with a dude named Michael.
Oh, great.
Great.
That wasn't great. Awesome.
Yeah, and Michael sent us an email because he's tried to reach out to you, but you're not getting back to him, and he wants to know what he did wrong.
He's broke.
Okay, that was blunt.
We knew that, though.
You're upset that he couldn't pay for the date.
Hold on. How do you know he didn't pay for the date?
Oh, because we talked to him. He told us about your date, and he said that he had a gift card that wouldn't work, and then he tried to use his mom's credit card. That wouldn't work, and then he couldn't call you an
I'm
Uber.
sorry, say that again? He uses what?
He used his mom's credit card?
Oh, that was his mom's credit card.
Oh, you didn't know
I
that?
didn't know that. I didn't know you didn't know that. Sorry.
Oops.
I knew that he used a credit card. I just assumed that it just declined.
No.
Yeah, no. I didn't mean to put him out there like that,
Oh,
but yeah, it's
no.
his mom's credit card.
Now you're laughing harder at the situation.
I mean, I thought he was broke, but I didn't know he was borrowing your mom's credit card kind of broke.
Yeah.
It's a different level.
Was that just a big turnoff to you?
Completely. I've dated tons of guys that have a lot of money, all right? I've also been on the flip side and dated guys that have not that much money at all.
Aren't they the worst? You know? They're terrible, aren't they, Alicia?
But what's wrong with dating poor guys?
Let me say this. Right now, for me, in my life, I cannot date anyone that is living check to check. I mean, how can you go on a date and not have any money to pay for it?
Well, what if he had a good reason for that, though?
A good reason to have zero money? That's not the type of guy I need in my life and I want to go to date with.
But don't you think it's like, I don't know, we're modern era. Women should make their own money.
I do make my own money, but you're not going to ask me on a date. I show up, and you have all this fun, and we keep doing more and more, and you can't pay for anything at all?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like, I make my own money, but I would also like to be with someone else who makes their own money.
Yeah.
Then we can both have our own money together.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I need. But I don't blame him for not having any money. I just don't want to date a guy like that right now.
Okay, well, but what if he...
Wait, Alicia, I do have money.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, that's Michael, who couldn't wait until we called him onto the phone, Michael.
Hi.
Oh my God, Michael!
The Michael I went on a date with?
Yeah, he was actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yes, Alicia, I'm sorry. I did call these people, but I had that night. I just had a bad situation. I was trying to contact you to tell you, but you weren't picking up at all. You weren't doing anything. You just ignored me the whole time.
Michael, you were trying to pay with your mom's credit card.
Well, you didn't know that it was my mom's credit card. You're just finding out today. So,
That still doesn't matter. I couldn't even get an Uber home.
well, let me explain at least, all right?
Michael, there's nothing to explain. You took me on a
Yes,
date
there
and didn't
is.
have any money.
The reason why I didn't have any money is because all my stuff got stolen right before the date. I was at a coffee shop, left my stuff out, somebody stole it, and I turn around for like 2 seconds, and the next thing you know, everything's gone.
I don't believe him.
What?
You know,
I don't
What do you
believe
mean
you.
you don't believe him, Alicia?
Really? All your stuff gets stolen right before the date, and then you still got on a date?
I do have money. Matter of fact, I'm going to have some really soon, as soon as my mom dies.
What?
What?
Oh!
What did you say, Michael?
I said I'm going to have a lot more money as soon as my mom dies. I mean,
You're going to have money when your mom dies? What are you talking about? Is she sick?
I mean, no, she's fine. She's really fine.
What?
You know, eventually I'm going to have money. She collects antiques.
What is wrong with you?
What is exactly, Alicia? What is wrong with you, Michael? Your financial status is dependent on whether your mom lives or dies.
Oh my God!
I mean, there's no weather to it. I mean, she's eventually going to die. We're all going to die.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I'm just saying when she dies, I'm going to inherit, you know, her antiques, and I'm just going to sell them off.
Wow.
You've got some serious issues.
I mean, I'm not saying I want her to die. God forbid she dies anytime soon. I'm just saying eventually she's going to die, and I'll have money.
Eventually, I'm going to come up on some antiques, Alicia, and then you can have some of that antique mommy death money.
Oh, my God.
So gross, dude. And Michael, you are broke. That's what broke people say. Your mom's money is not your money.
I mean, not yet, but in 20 years, I'm going to be rich, and you're going to sit there regretting that you didn't give me a second chance.
Yeah, Alicia, you hear that? You're going to regret it. So, would you like to go out with Michael again for a second date? We will pay for it.
Absolutely not.
We will pay for it.
He'll pay for it?
We'll pay for it for now until he gets that antique
That
cash.
antique money.
Yeah.
God.
No, I'll pass. I'm good.
Are you sure? You
Oh my
could be the
gosh.
queen of Michael's antique kingdom.
No, thank you. I think someone else could be that lucky woman.
You
Not
know
us.
what, Alicia? I gotta applaud your ability to read red flags. I didn't see him coming. You did.
What are you talking about, red flag? My stuff was stolen.
Look, Michael, I know you're having a rough time, and like I feel for you, and
I'm not having a rough time. I'm just having a bad week. But life is about to get really good really soon.
Really soon? I thought you said...
yeah. What do you mean really soon?
I just mean that, you know, further down the line, my mom's gonna pass away, and
Hey, but you said really soon. Like, you're not planning anything, are you?
It sounded ominous.
no, man, I love my mom, but I know she's not gonna live forever.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well,
Someone call his mother
Yeah.
right now.
we're going to send the welfare check out on your mom. And you guys, thank you very much for your time.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Amanda, please?
speaking. May I ask who's calling?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
Like the radio show?
Exactly like the radio show. Have you ever listened to us?
Just here and there, never seriously, I guess.
Never listen to it seriously.
Yeah, no, you've probably never really listened very much at all. But that's okay, Amanda, because you're actually about to be on the show, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
One of our listeners recently sent us an email about you.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. What was the email about?
Well, her name is Laura, and Laura recently went out on a date with your brother.
Oh,
Ring a bell?
okay.
Okay,
It
well,
sure does.
she told us about the date, and the thing is, she really wants to see your brother again. But after the date, she was texting with your brother, and he said he couldn't go out with her because you didn't like her.
That's exactly right.
Okay,
What?
so you
That was
don't,
for
so you
real?
don't like her. So that's why I'm calling you today. I'm calling you to find out what you didn't like about Laura on the date.
I mean, you know, sometimes you meet people and you just know that they wouldn't be good in your group of friends or in your family or around, and sometimes you just have to, you know, draw the line and speak your mind.
Hold on. How can you tell from one date whether or not a girl is good enough for your brother? Like, you spent 2 hours with her.
No. You just know. There are signs. There are indicators.
So we talked to her about the date, and she actually had nice things to say about you and thought you guys were getting along great until she got those texts from your brother saying you didn't like her.
Well, first of all, of course she has nice things to say about me. Second of all, I mean, it wasn't like her actions per se, but it was more, you know, her choice of dress or
What?
the way she cursed or, you know, she just seemed it was a very trashy air, you know,
You're-
like I could just tell
Wow.
that she was a trashy person. And to me, it's okay. Like I understand that people can't choose the circumstance which they're born into, right? I understand that. But this is a grown woman. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't want to hang out with someone when I'm worried about her boob like falling out of her shirt or
All right.
me seeing her
Dude.
butt. You know what I mean?
So you
No,
don't
I
like the
don't.
way she dressed and you thought she was trashy.
I didn't think she was trashy. I knew she was trashy.
Oh my God, you are being a straight up bitch. Like, we talked to her and she seemed like a lovely girl.
Right. Well, you didn't see her. You just talked to her. So if you'd been there, you would have felt the trashy vibes that I was getting.
That is
trashy
so
vibe.
messed up, dude. Why are you so invested into your brother's love life?
Because first dates can turn into marriages. It's the beginning of something. And we're a very close-knit family.
So you're close with your brother, and you don't want him dating gutter trash.
Exactly. You're trying to be funny with me right now, but that's exactly how I feel.
Oh my gosh. That is
Hey, you can't
messed
argue
up.
with honesty, and I
Yes.
appreciate you being honest with us, Amanda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How do you think Laura would feel if she heard you say that about her, though?
I don't think that I would care.
Oh,
I
good.
mean, maybe she would change her ways. Maybe she would make some self-improvement.
It's good that you wouldn't care, because Laura is actually on the other line listening.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Hi. It's good to know how big of a bitch you are.
Seriously.
You were hiding it the first time we met.
I was trying to be polite because I have manners and know how to act in public, unlike you.
Well, at least don't judge people based off of what they're wearing.
Honey, it was not only what you were wearing. It was what you were saying, how you carried yourself, and also not to mention the fact that you don't even have a real college degree. You have a trade degree. You have a certification. You're a dental assistant. And what are you planning to do with that? Are you planning to be a dentist?
What are you talking about? A dental assistant is a very respectable job, and I'm trying to better myself. You're such a f***ing bitch.
Yeah.
Hey,
Get her.
Laura.
And how are you going to judge me? You work at a freaking call center. You're customer service. Your job isn't that great, Missy.
But I have a college degree.
Yeah, to answer f***ing phones. Good job using that education.
I feel like me and you walking down the street, people would look at us and they would know that I am automatically better than you. And
What?
I don't want you in my family.
You know what they would know? They would know that someone who came from nothing and is bettering themselves is doing a hell of a lot better than someone who has a 4-year degree and is working at a
Amen.
call center.
To Amanda, do you honestly think that you're a better person?
I'm sorry, if you called me, I'm just telling you what I know. Don't try and act like I'm this bad person because I don't want this in my life.
Oh my God.
You know what? I feel you, Amanda.
All right.
Amanda, I feel you. Like, I have to walk around every day knowing that people are lesser than me, and it's frustrating. It really is.
You're such an ass.
And I feel you on that. Thank you very much for your time. I would like to see if actually you two would like to get together for a second date, maybe a hangout. I'll pay for it wherever you guys want to go, a happy hour or something.
You think I want to go and hang out with a dental assistant trashy I have better things to do with my time.
Well,
That is
Amanda,
messed
the way that you
up.
just described Laura sounds perfect for me. I mean,
Oh, my God. First of all, I'm so glad we called her because now I have no reason to ever be anywhere near that family again.
No kidding. And there's a good reason why her brother is her only friend. That's for sure.
No, sweetie. I'll be fine. Thank you very much.
I kind of want to go out with Amanda. Is that weird?
Yes. Yes.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Nicole, please?
This is?
Nicole, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. How are you?
Hi. Why are you calling?
Just to check in. We check in with people once in a while to see if they've listened to our radio program and do a little bit. It's called research. So, what's your favorite Katy Perry song?
Teenage Dream?
Nice. All right.
That's it, Jubal, get to the point.
The point is to just do a little research.
That's-
While we have her on the phone, we might as well.
There we go.
Nicole, I'm actually calling you for another reason than to just find out your musical tastes and if you listen to our show.
Oh. Okay.
You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners,
Uh-huh.
and you've been blowing him off and not returning his phone calls, so he emailed us because he wants to know why.
Okay. Who is it?
Well, I'll describe him, and I'll describe him with one word. A kitesman. He's quite the kitesman. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, God. Okay.
He likes to fly kites. His name is Josh, and he's a listener to our show. Emailed us to get a hold of you and find out why you're not calling him back.
Oh.
Was it the kite flying thing? You didn't like the way he flew kites?
I feel bad saying anything. He's so nice.
Yeah, but he's also the one that emailed us because he wants to know. Think about it this way: if he did something weird on the date, or he's like doing something wrong on the dating scene, you could be the one to at least help him out and let him know and be honest with him if nobody else will be.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll tell us?
All right.
All right,
Nicole.
perfect.
There it is.
What did you not like about him?
It's nice that he wanted to do something different, and it wasn't just a typical movie date. But he kept talking incessantly about kites, and it was just.
We talked to him on the phone because he wanted to tell us a little bit about your date. And yeah, you can tell he's really, really, really into kites.
And he's trying to share something that he likes with you, and he's probably just nervous, and, that's what he knows, so he's most comfortable talking about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that, people actually flew kites and, knew the mechanics and engineering and all this stuff about it. So I kept trying to, move us in a different direction, hey, you want me to go grab us something to eat? And he was like, no, there's more tricks I want to show you.
He was trying so hard to impress you.
So you're picturing if you went out on another date with him and actually started dating the guy, you'd play second fiddle to his kite, basically. You'll always be his girlfriend, but he's married to his kite.
Come on.
That's how you felt it would be like?
Yeah. I mean, he was saying things like, this was the best gust I've ever seen. What? I didn't know.
But
Couldn't
couldn't you?
reply to that? And so I just didn't.
But don't you kind of like a person that can be passionate and kind of
Yeah.
dork out about what they really love? I mean, granted, he took it too far, but
No, I think it's great that he has passion. I just didn't connect to it. It was kind of like when someone's talking incessantly about a subject that you don't care about, you just want them to shut up. It
Yeah.
was like that.
Why didn't you tell him that? Because he's tried to call you a few times. Did you think about answering the phone, or did you just send it to voicemail and not want to talk to him?
I just couldn't. He's so nice. I just thought, okay, maybe I'll just not answer the phone a whole bunch of times when he calls, and maybe
Yeah.
he'll get the picture and he'll stop.
Well, I do have to tell you this. Unfortunately, you're going to have to talk to him now. Because he's actually on the other line listening to everything that you just said.
Oh, poor Josh.
Hi, Nicole.
oh,
My gosh.
Hi.
What'd you think about what Nicole said, man?
I'm kind of a little surprised. I thought we were having a really good time. I thought, teaching her something new was good, and that's kind of what, my friend sort of said, hey, you should try to teach her something new, and so that's what I went with, Nicole, I just thought you had a good time.
Well, it's not that I had a terrible time. It was just that it wasn't about us. It was about me watching you do tricks with a kite. I know nothing about you, so.
Yeah, I thought if I spin the kite around and do some tricks, I just wanted to be impressive because I can't do hurdles or anything like that, or throw a football really well. So I thought maybe if I do a trick with a kite, then that might be kind of cool. And I just wanted to impress you because you're so nice and smart, and I just really liked you a lot. And you're so pretty, and I just wanted to do something different other than eat or something.
No, I appreciate it. I really appreciate that you thought of doing something different. Talking about the G-force of something and the mechanics of kite, and I wasn't even following what you were talking about.
Josh, could you maybe see where you needed to ask her more questions about herself?
I was so nervous that I thought maybe if I put a little energy into the kite experience that perhaps she might it might work out. But I guess that was a wrong choice. I love kites. I think it's so great to fly, and we can't fly with our own arms, and so it's nice to have a kite in the air and be free, kind of.
Nicole, did you have fun flying the kite for a little while?
It was interesting. Yeah, I've never done that before. So,
Okay.
I'm not into it the same way.
Yeah, right.
okay.
Of course. You don't have to be necessarily to date somebody. Josh, do you have other interests than your kite?
Yeah, I do, of course. I'm not closed off to one single thing, of course.
Okay. I mean, kites are your favorite thing, but you definitely have...
Kites are just, kites are my favorite thing, my favorite hobby, but I do like other things.
Nicole, would you be interested in learning other things that Josh is interested in?
Yeah.
Or better yet, you could even teach Josh something that you know.
Oh.
Oh.
I'd love that. Really would. Yeah, that would be great.
Well, then how about we send you out on another date? We will pay for it.
Sure.
You would.
Hey. Good for you.
I guess I'd be okay with finding out more stuff about Josh.
Perfect. Then we will pay for you guys to go out again. Josh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. You guys are awesome, and I look forward to getting to know you a little bit more, Nicole.
Yeah.
That's good, Josh. That's a good first step.
So, Josh, maybe prepare some other things to talk about than your kite, okay? You got to step up big on this next date.
I know, I will, and I've got my notepad out right now.
Hello?
Can I speak to Julia, please?
This is her.
Hey, Julia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
You listen to the radio at all?
Yeah, I listen to the radio.
Okay. Have you heard of Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
No.
Okay, you didn't have to say that so quickly. We're a morning radio show, and I recently got an email about you. It's from a guy that you went out on a date with. His name is Kevin.
Oh.
Do you remember Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay. So we talked to Kevin a little bit about your date. It was an interesting one. He told us that he took you mushroom hunting. Did you enjoy that?
I mean, it was okay, I guess.
It was just okay?
It was kind of weird.
It was weird?
Yeah.
Was he just like, was he just too into mushrooms maybe for you?
He was really into the mushrooms. That was kind of all the date was about, really.
But it's kind of cute, though. You can give him credit for, like, sharing his interest with you and trying to do something different.
Yeah, I guess. No, I don't, though. No. It was a really weird date. It was really weird. I mean, he took me out to the forest, and we looked for mushrooms. Like, what kind of date is that?
Is that not the normal date that you usually go on?
No. But we messaged back and forth for a while, and he finally asked me out, and he asked if I wanted to go get some mushrooms, and I said, hell yeah.
Oh, were you thinking a different kind of mushroom?
Well, obviously. I like to go out with my friends and party and have an awesome time.
So he didn't say to you, do you want to go mushroom hunting with me? He just said, do you want to get mushrooms? And you were like, let's do this. I've got some tickets to see Diplo this weekend.
Oh, my gosh.
That is exactly what happened. I thought we were going to go out and have a wild time and get some mushrooms, and instead we went to the forest and searched for them to put on mushrooms like burgers or something.
Oh, my gosh. When did it actually dawn on you that you weren't going to be doing psychedelic drugs?
About halfway through our picnic when we were sitting in the forest and looking at birds.
You're like, those birds are actually real. I want to see fake birds that are in my mind right now.
Oh. Exactly. We're just not compatible. I'm just about having a good time.
Okay. And at any moment during the date, did you think about telling him that?
There were a couple times that I thought about it, but I just didn't think it would even be worth it. I didn't think he'd get it. And also I was in the forest with some guy I didn't know. I didn't want him to, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what would you say to him if you could tell him anything right now?
To be more clear about what kind of mushrooms you want.
Okay, well, you can actually tell him that right now because Kevin is on the other line listening.
What?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, hey. Hey, Julia.
Oh, my God.
So you thought when I said, let's go out and get some mushrooms, you thought that I was saying, let's go do drugs?
I mean, yeah.
But it's a first date. Well, why would we go do drugs and trip on shrooms on our first date?
I mean, why not?
I like your attitude.
Why not? I love to go out and have fun. I mean, I've said that. I thought you got that.
I had absolutely no idea that's what you wanted.
It's fine. I'm into doing my fun things, and you're into doing your stuff.
Well, just because I don't do shrooms doesn't mean I'm not fun. I'm definitely fun.
Really? Prove it. What is your idea of fun? Going in the forest?
I just think you don't understand me because I am actually a lot of fun. Every weekend I actually go bowling with my childhood friends. And, you know, we get beer and we get a couple pictures and you know, I do fun stuff too.
You go bowling and take pictures, and that's fun. Okay.
I didn't say pictures. I said pitchers of beer. We get crazy.
Really crazy at the bowling alley, huh? Okay. But Kevin, I'm sorry. It's just this. I have very different ideas of fun than you. My idea of fun is going and staying out all night, literally all night, having whatever pills people offer to me.
Oh my God.
And just dancing to EDM music throughout the night, and that's it. And 24-hour ragers, man, like that's my idea of fun. And your idea of fun is going into the forest. So I just don't see it happening.
I stay up late too. I can stay up late on I can do 24-hour. Parties.
It doesn't sound like it, Kevin. It's not a bad thing. That's just you. Just be you. That's fine. I do have to ask, Julia, would you like to go out on a second date with Kevin? We'll pay for it.
No, that's okay.
Okay, that doesn't really surprise me very much. Kevin, are you okay with that?
I guess I am okay with that. I'm fun. I know I'm fun, and I guess I just have fun in different ways and kind of better ways.
All right, Kevin. Well, that second date didn't work out for you. I'm sorry about it. But there is a girl out there who will like to hunt for mushrooms with you, I'm sure. Okay?
Yeah, I know there is.
All right.
There's lots of them.
In the meantime, I do have somebody I'd like to introduce you to that I think you might click with very well.
Nice.
Her name is Molly.
No, that is enough.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Simone, please?
This is Simone.
Hi, Simone. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, where did you say that you're from?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that show.
Oh, so you're the one.
I don't get it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, really. That's fine. So if you don't listen to our show, I'm calling you today because you recently went out on a date with somebody who does listen to our show, and he asked me to get a hold of you. His name is Kevin.
Okay.
He's texted you a few times and hasn't heard anything back. Did you not like going out with Kevin?
This is just really weird that you're, I don't know, calling me and asking me about this.
I understand. We make a ton of these phone calls. It's never not weird. But do you have a few minutes to tell us about your date with Kevin?
I don't know. Is this going to, get really weird and personal? Because I definitely don't want to do that.
Get as personal as you want it to get. We're just wondering why you're not calling him back. That's all. And he's wondering why you're not calling him back.
I don't know. I just guess I didn't really get the right kind of vibe from him.
Was he like too nice? I mean, we talked to him. He sounded really nice. Maybe too nice?
No, he was appropriately nice. He's the right level of nice. I don't know. There's just something about him that didn't quite come across as the kind of person that I would normally want to date.
Is he creepy?
No, he wasn't creepy. He was sort of, frumpy.
Frumpy?
Yeah. My first impression was that he wasn't making a lot of effort for this date.
So you like he dressed poorly?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he seemed he hadn't washed. I don't know, like I was wearing heels and I was wearing a really cute dress and I wanted to make a good impression and I didn't get the idea from him that was important.
Were you, what? Because I always think frumpy, immediately I think chubby. Are you not attracted to him because of his body build?
He's cute. Not frumpy like chubby, just frumpy like I threw this on and whatever.
So you feel like he didn't put in enough effort to try to impress you?
Yeah. He was very polite. It's not like he was a jerk or anything. He was a nice person. I just had this sort of feeling from him that he is not a particularly motivated person or has any sort of real kind of hustle.
Really? You know what? There's nothing more unattractive to me than somebody who isn't motivated. I will agree with you on that. And so that's the vibe that you got, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he just seemed kind of vague and uninspired, and I have a lot of passion, and other people who have a lot of passion, when he just didn't seem to have a
Yeah,
Something
you
that
don't.
you're really excited about.
You don't want to date somebody that's going to sit on the couch and just watch Netflix all day,
Unemployed or something.
suck your bank
Yeah.
account dry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
You know, you want to be with somebody who wants to make something of themselves. And what is wrong with that crazy person in the background?
Sorry.
I'll explain to you why Jose's laughing so hard.
Okay.
I think I might know why you had a hard time connecting with Kevin.
Yeah.
We talked to him a little bit, and he told us he was trying something different with this date. A lot of his previous dates judged him for how much money he has. So he was trying to sort of dumb himself down, I guess, to not seem like he was as wealthy as he is.
Why would somebody do that? That doesn't even make sense.
He told us that he wanted a normal dating experience with a regular girl that he met online.
Yeah, but a normal dating experience, you still, like, put on a button-down shirt. I mean, that doesn't even...
I'm with
Hey,
her.
listen, as rich as this dude is, he probably doesn't even know what a normal guy dresses like.
Seriously.
But wait, who is this person? Is this guy some famous person? And
No, if you looked him up online, you would know who he is.
Are you going to tell me? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information.
I'll just let you talk to him. How about that?
Hi.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's Kevin. He's actually on the other line and been listening this whole time.
Oh, my God. You've been
Yep.
listening?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God, Kevin. I'm sorry I called you frumpy.
That's totally fine. I was actually going for it, going for a certain look. So I can totally see what you were seeing.
I just feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information because whoever this person was that you were, like, trying to pretend to be is... I don't think that's going to get you any more dates either. I don't...
I want to be clear. It wasn't like I was trying to be someone else. I just didn't want to divulge everything about my life and, like, have you get obsessed about, like, my family and money like everybody else I've gone out with.
Well, I think at this point, the only thing I can do is just ask you who your family is.
Yeah, that's what I was avoiding. I don't want it to be about that. I don't want it to be, like, some sort of, like, I'm wooing you with cash here.
Well, I wouldn't want it to be about that either, and I'm sorry that you've had that experience. I understand why you've had that experience, but give me a chance to not be that kind of person.
So wait, I can't tell. Simone, do you want to go out with him again, or do you not want to go out with him because you still think he's boring? I can't tell.
Yes, I want to go out with him again. I just need Kevin to promise to be authentic.
Okay. Well, at this point, I would love to ask you guys if you'll go out on a second date. I will pay for it. We already know Simone wants to go out. Kevin, would you like to go out with Simone again?
I'm going to have to pass. I'm going to have to say no, man.
What?
Really?
This just didn't... What? This just didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
You're the one that called in to get a second date. And you're the one that told her about the money.
I didn't say it. Jubal told her about the money.
That is true. I just wanted her to know what she was missing out on by not calling you back. Why don't you want to go out with her now? It sounded like you were into it before.
The whole point was to be anonymous, and now the whole thing's kind of blown up in my face. She knows who I am, sort of. And I don't know.
who you are.
Yeah, she doesn't really know who you are yet.
Yeah, but the money has come into the picture, you know?
You're
Okay, I
just
think that's always going to be a problem for you, though, man. Like, you're going to have to get over that at some point.
It's going to be a problem because it keeps making it a problem.
yeah.
Well, now I just really don't want to go on a date with you because of your tone. I mean, you sound kind of bitchy.
What?
Jeez.
You know what? Good luck. I don't want to go on a date with you either.
Oh, great. Well, maybe I'll date one of the actual radio listeners rather than you, so...
You want to date one of our listeners?
Good luck with that, buddy.
Hey, trust me, I can get you a date with one of our listeners. Text in 78592.
Oh, no.
You know they're only going to be interested in you for your money, though. That's it.
Money doesn't buy a personality.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, but it buys a lot of other things.
That is a very good point, Kevin.
Yeah, you're an ass.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Callie, please?
This is Shay.
Callie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning? Morning radio show?
I know the name.
You've heard the name before.
No, I know your name. I know who you are.
Okay, sweet. Well,
Why are you calling me? What's going on?
I'm calling you because you recently went out with one of our listeners. You went out with a guy named Ethan a little while ago. Do you remember meeting Ethan in your language class?
No. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, we didn't go out, but yeah.
Okay, so you didn't go out on a date with Ethan.
No, not yet. I think he's cute.
What?
You do, but you want to go out on a date with Ethan.
We'll see. Wait, so he called you?
He emailed us, actually, and he told us all about your date. Well, he told us all about hanging out with you. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of an odd little hangout session because he was thinking it was a date. Obviously, from your response, it wasn't a date. Everybody, though, wants to know who the dude was that was there hanging out.
Yeah, it wasn't a date, and that was one of my best friends. That's my friend David.
Oh,
So there's nothing between you and David?
No, he's been one of my best friends for like 5 years.
Really?
So when he asked you to hang out, you just thought it was just for fun and that you guys were hanging out and your best friend could hang out too?
Yeah, no, he just asked if we could hang out, so I invited him over. So he came over and hung out with us, and then we all went bowling, and I mean, they hung out, they were cool, which was good. I mean, that's really important.
Yeah, totally.
So you're not a swinger?
And there's that.
No, why?
Oh, man. Callie, that was my theory, was that the dude was over there on purpose, and you were hoping that he and Ethan could get to know each other very well with you. No?
Wait, who said that?
I said that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm wrong? You're not a swinger?
No, I'm definitely not a swinger, but I know some if you want me to give him your number.
Well, all right. Well, maybe we can talk later, Callie. All right, now. But you can see why I would ask the question, though. It's kind of weird when a guy says, hey, let's hang out. And you're like, sure, come over. And then you come over and there's another dude there who continues to follow you throughout the night. He pays for everything. It's like
follow me, like that's my friend. We invited Ethan to come out with it. I don't understand what's going on right now. Like this call is weird.
Well, but Ethan thought it was. Well, I understand the call is weird. Thank you, by the way, for staying on the phone with us and not hanging up. I appreciate that. But Ethan thought he was going.
You guys are cool. I'm just trying to get a handle on what's going on.
Well, Ethan thought you were going on a date.
And Ethan thought he was really clear that it was obvious he was interested in you.
No, I know he's interested in me. It is obvious, but I just met the guy, so obviously I'm just going to get to know him. It's important to be friends first. Like, I'm not just going to go date some random guy.
Yeah, you should tell Ethan that. That's what I think.
I haven't talked to him. I mean, I guess I will when I see him. He hasn't called.
Callie, why don't we change the fact that you haven't talked to him? Because he's actually on the other line right now.
What?
Hola.
Oh.
Hey, Callie, how's it going?
I'm not sure right now. Like,
I just was a little, I could not figure out what you were thinking because when I asked you if you wanted to hang out, and I know I should have said date, but I thought your response was like you were interested in me, and I show up, and then there's this guy there, David, who's like, I guess he's a nice guy, but I don't know, and mainly the fact that I had to pay for everything is like so.
Wait a second. Why
annoying
does
to me.
this keep up about you having to pay for stuff? Like, you offered to pay. Did I tell you to pay?
No. You were busy bowling and eating nachos and shoes that someone else, rented. It's just
You're being weird. Like, if you wanted to know what I was thinking, why didn't you just ask me? I actually was interested in you, but you totally just ruined it.
I know you think that I'm being a weirdo, but if being a weirdo can save me about, $40 to $50 every time I see you, I guess that's good.
Wow.
You're so cheap.
Hey, Callie?
I don't even know what to say right now because I was interested in you, and now you're just being immature.
Well, I guess since I'm immature, it's okay for me to go ahead and say that you're being a gold-digging
Wow, this deteriorated fast, didn't it?
I'm sorry that $40 is a lot of money for you. Like, if it was, you shouldn't have offered to pay. Like, it's in such bad taste to then, come back later and talk about something that you paid for. It's pathetic.
But Callie, I feel like you used Ethan to take you and your friend out for a good time.
I don't think
It's what it sounds like to me.
No.
If you let him pay for everything.
I actually was interested in him
Okay.
before this call.
Did you ever offer to pay at all, or did he just go the whole time? Was Ethan like, "Oh, I'll take care of it. It's cool. I'm a cool guy. I'm Ethan. I'll just pay."
I don't know. My grandma taught me right. I don't ever pay for anything when I'm with men. Like, that's...
All right. Okay, but that's just the way you were raised and how you do things. You don't pay for stuff.
No, and
and I wouldn't expect to pay for anything if we ever went out on a first date, which will now never happen.
But I mean, Callie, like David might be your friend, but it's not Ethan's friend, so he shouldn't have to pay.
Why is he paying for him?
Yeah,
I don't know, Ethan. Why did you pay for everything?
Because they just sat there with their hands out.
All right, at this point, I would like to see if you two crazy kids would go out on a second date or a first date, whatever. Callie, it will comfort you to know that I will pay for it. Yeah. Will you go out with Ethan again?
Hey, I have a lot more friends. If you want, to pay for a party, I'm all for it.
I can pay for a party with you and your friends. So, is that a no? You're not interested in going out with Ethan again?
No, not at all. I'm sorry, I don't mean to joke, but it's really funny now.
That's fine.
Oh, so you don't want to go out with her, Ethan?
No, I can't. I can't afford it.
What about her friend Dave? Why is this guy getting screwed out of another date? Ethan, you want to go out with Dave again?
No, it's over. Me and David are a thing of the past.
This is the saddest second date update I've ever heard. I liked you guys together.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Brandon.
This is Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just getting ready to head to work.
Do you have any idea who this is?
No, not one bit.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Well, it's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. Why are you guys calling me?
Well, because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're blowing her off.
Someone emailed you that I went on a date with?
Yeah.
Call me?
Yeah. You recently hung out with a girl that you know very well. Her name is Jenna.
Oh, God.
What? I mean, she knows that date is a pretty loose term here.
I was going to say we were not out on a date.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. She told us
when you said you call for people who have gone out. I haven't been out on a date for months. I've been doing this show.
Yeah. She told us that's where she met you. You guys are performing in the same play.
Yeah.
And she said that after you guys had finished everything and you were having the party for your closing night, she said that you guys made out at that party and then went and had some fondue and spilled cheese all over each other and then went back to your place. And I don't know. I don't want to even think about what was done there. But did some stuff there together as well.
Lactose intolerant.
Is that all true?
Yeah, no, I mean, it happened.
Nice.
Wait, you sound kind of hesitant about it. Like, didn't you enjoy yourself?
I mean, we had a decent time, and we had kind of had this real flirty thing going on during the course of the performance or whatever, but, it was fun.
Okay.
All right.
This is
So
all
not-
positive.
Not good, not great, but fun.
Yeah, I mean, great is a whole nother level if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But,
So was it just, maybe it was just a one-night stand for you and that's it?
I mean, honestly, I wasn't completely shut off from it at first. It didn't have to be a one-night stand. I wasn't like, oh, this is a one-night stand, definitely.
Okay, so it wasn't a one-night stand, definitely. Why is it a one-night stand now? What's so funny?
You have to tell us.
Yeah, we were pretty.
What happened? You have to tell me what happened.
I mean, so at one point we went back to my place, and it kind of took a really strange turn. I'll be honest with you.
Wait, who made the turn to strange, you or her?
Well, I mean, if it was me that made the turn to strange, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.
Right, yeah. That's true. You probably would have just hung up on us and been like, not interested.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, it was totally, she made things so weird once we, actually kind of started fooling around and hooking up. And I was just like, I felt so uncomfortable. It was so strange.
Really?
What'd she do?
She,
Oh
I really don't. It's so weird. I really don't think I should. Like, I don't think I should tell you guys.
I think now you've gone too far, dude.
No,
you.
Can't be that weird.
Do you think
Look, she wanted to do the second date update, right? We talked to everybody. We're like, you have to be willing to hear whatever this person says. So, whatever is so hysterical to you, she's willing to hear it.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Fine.
Maybe she doesn't think it's weird. Maybe just you do.
I think you guys probably will too.
Really?
So we're like hooking up and making out, and she kept insisting on calling me by my character's name from the play that we were in.
What?
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Like
That's
role-playing?
weird. Yeah, so she wanted to hook up with the character and not you?
Honestly, I didn't think about it that way, but that makes it a hell of a lot weirder.
Why? Why does it make it weirder?
Weird, though.
The character that I played was Tiny Tim.
What?
From A Christmas Carol.
Tiny Tim from A Christmas Carol.
Stop
From the
it.
Christmas, yeah.
All right, that is
Tiny
weird.
Tim.
That's
She
weird.
kept insisting on calling me Tiny Tim the whole time.
Can you?
Tiny Tim this, Tiny Tim kiss that.
Wow.
What did you say to her?
No.
I mean, I didn't say much, obviously. I kept going.
Oh my God.
At least it could have been like Scrooge or something. I don't know. But not Tiny. I mean, nothing is good from that play, I don't think. But
No. And at a certain point, she stopped. She dropped the Tim entirely, and she just started calling me Tiny.
Okay, that's
not Tiny.
Okay, to her defense, is there any way she could have just been so still wrapped up in the play that it's just the name that she used?
I honestly, I think that's a question you're going to have to ask her. I have no clue.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Why don't we do that then, Brandon?
You mean Tiny Tim?
Jenna, do you remember?
Whoa, what?
Oh, Brandon, Jenna is on the other line listening. And so
are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's way
Jenna?
more embarrassing for her.
Jenna, are you still on the phone?
Oh, Jenna.
I am
Hi.
How many shades of red are you right now, Jenna?
about 1 million.
You
Like a whole rainbow of red. I do not remember saying that, Brandon. I thought I remembered everything that happened that night, but apparently I was wrong.
How do you not remember that? You must have said it like 30 times in 45 minutes or so. Like, you don't remember this? That you wanted me to call you Mrs. Cratchit the whole time?
Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit.
It was weird.
That is
Like I have no idea what drunk me wanted to do. I thought it was funny, maybe drunk me thought it was hilarious.
yeah.
It wasn't funny. That was
But
not
you
funny
didn't
at all.
say anything about it. You didn't stop.
No, I didn't stop, but like I laughed into the pillow a couple times.
Oh my God. But you could have I don't know, said, "Hey, you owe me a coffee," and then us have a conversation about it instead of just ghosting me. I thought, whatever, if you don't want to do that thing again, that's fine. But I thought,
If you don't want to role play Tiny Tim and Miss Cratchit in the bedroom.
She has a very good point, Brandon.
I'm sorry. I'm a pretty honest person, and it just is what it is. Like, we had a connection, and now we don't have a connection, I'll be honest. I don't feel that great about it.
well, then you're obviously kind of a dead inside jerk. I mean, how can you just have a connection and then be like, nope, never happened. You either have a real connection or you don't, or you're dead inside, which you're obviously dead inside. So,
Brandon, I would love to ask if you will go on a second date with Jenna.
Wow.
We will pay for it.
Oh, God, I don't think I could sit at a table and look her in the eyes at this point.
Wow.
So that's a no?
Honestly, it was too weird for me, we were these characters in this play, and then we go back to my place, and all of a sudden it's Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit hanging out in bed naked. It's too weird.
It's really weird.
But an interesting continuation to the whole thing. All right, well, Jenna, I'm sorry you didn't get your second date.
yeah, I'm not sorry. And, obviously this jerk doesn't understand,
what happens when you get wasted and have some fun.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes you get wasted and you hook up with Tiny Tim.
So gross, man.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Madison, please?
this is she.
Hello, Madison. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From where? I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
You're looking for Madison?
Yes, I am. I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you.
Okay.
It was from somebody that you went out on a date with. His name is Bruce.
Okay.
And Bruce told us a little bit about your date, and he's very curious why you just kind of stopped talking to him. So he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay. It's kind of awkward.
It's kind of awkward.
Understandable.
Yeah, this is a very awkward thing, but Bruce really wants to know if he did something wrong on your date. He had nothing but nice things to say about you. But he also said that you made plans with him to go out, like the next Friday after you guys had your date, and then you just bailed.
I mean, that just kind of happened. I do apologize, and I feel bad.
Hey, Madison, have you ever had somebody do that to you where you're really kind of into them and you want to go out with them again, they just stop talking to you?
Yes,
It's pretty frustrating, right?
it is. It is. I do understand. It is very frustrating.
So then...
and I do apologize.
Okay, well, don't you think it'd be cool to, like, let Bruce know why you blew him off?
I guess I can explain to you. I just would feel like I would hurt his feelings.
Okay.
So I don't want him to know.
Well, you
but,
could tell us, and then we'll figure out a way to tell him where it doesn't hurt his
Yeah,
feelings.
kind of relay the message gently.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a good time. He was very nice, and when the date finished, he called me back, and he just, said thank you, and that was actually really nice. I really appreciated that. So we talked on his way home, and then he got home and proceeded to get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if, obviously, I highly doubt he knows he did this, and I am in the wrong for this a little bit too, but he didn't hang up.
Uh-huh.
And
so you stayed on. Anytime anybody does that to me, by the way, I stay on the phone the whole time too, just to listen for a little bit, just to see what they're doing.
You guys are such voyeurs.
I want to catch somebody being like pervy or something,
It wasn't pervy. I wasn't being the perv. I just, I was just kind of curious, I guess.
For sure.
What did you hear?
Well, at first, I just heard rustling, and I was like, oh, okay, he's home. And then I heard a guy's voice. And I was like, ooh, he's going to have a conversation. That's when I was like, I'm definitely listening. He said to the guy, I just went on a date. I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh, that's really cute.
Or really creepy.
Yeah, exactly. It goes one of two ways. Like Brooke is practically ready to slide off her seat right now, and Jose's like, "Whoa, that's creepy."
It freaked me out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've been avoiding him, because I don't think that you can tell if you're going to marry somebody after one date.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
you
just
can't,
feel
but
like
other
it
people
was
could.
you feel like it was too much?
Too soon.
Yeah, way too much. And granted, like I had a great time with him. It was fun. But when, like the first thing that he says when he gets home is, I'm going to marry that girl. It's like, what?
But the thing is, you couldn't see his face. You don't know.
Brooke's trying so hard for like the storybook love tale thing right now.
Seriously, I think some people can tell after the first date, and I think you're you could have found like the coolest guy you'll ever meet.
Or you could have found a stage 5 clinger.
But
it all depends how you interpret it. This is how she's interpreting it. That's how it made her feel.
Should be mutual, right?
But that's the risk of dating, right? They're always either clingers or romantics.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that she got from this dude, obviously, that he's a clinger right away.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly the vibe that I got. And, hey, that's fine
for you maybe, but not for me. I want somebody to want to get to know me first.
Before you talk about marriage. All right. Well,
Exactly.
Madison, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to let Bruce know in the nicest way possible.
Okay, I hope that helps.
All right. And the only nice way I can think of is to let you know that he's on the other line and just heard that.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Kind of
Bruce, say hi to Madison.
Hi, Madison.
Uh,
Madison, I can't believe you actually heard that.
yeah.
I'm at a complete loss for words.
Do you remember saying that to your whoever you were talking? Who were you talking to, by the way, Bruce?
Yeah, I was talking to my roommate.
Okay.
I walked in, and my roommate, kind of was sarcastic, being like, "Yo, dude, how'd the date go?" So I thought of the first thing that was on top of my head. It's just like, I think I love her, man. I want to marry her, or something like that.
Crap. That's cool to say to your roommate, but you definitely don't want the person that you just went on a date with, first date, to hear that.
Madison, I really wish you would have let me know that you heard that, and we could have cleared some things up, but...
So what, are you taking it back? do you not mean it anymore? Or what do you mean by that?
So, kind of what I meant was, where I was at with my excitement was, I could definitely see, things going, forward if that's, kind of how things were with us all the time, the more and more we started being together, and, I don't know, it might turn into love.
This is such an awkward thing to try to explain.
Madison, can't you give this guy a chance? I know that it's a lot of pressure, but haven't you ever just felt overwhelmed and maybe you exaggerated your feelings a little?
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't know. It's like hearing something that you're not supposed to. It's hard to come back from that because now it's on such a grounds of embarrassment.
Why don't we turn it into a joke?
Why don't we just forget it ever happened and turn it into a joke?
If it has to always be remembered, we did have a good time. We had an amazing time. It's actually one of the best dates that I've been on in years.
Bruce, I think you need to downplay it a little more. Don't call the date amazing. Don't call it awesome. Just be like, it was cool or whatever, Madison. I didn't really care too much. That sounds like what Madison is into.
Yeah.
Oh, Madison, stop being so scared of love. Yeah. Come on, Madison.
Oh, I'm not scared. I just, want to make smart decisions and not,
I know.
That's good.
But he could have said, horrible things about you. He could talk about, your boobs or your butt or how he wanted to bang you.
That happened after Madison hung up. I guarantee it.
You actually found a sweet, caring man that really wants to find love someday. He's not saying it's necessarily with you right now.
No, I think he did say that.
Well, I'm just trying to help him out.
I don't know. That's a lot of pressure. I'm still pretty young, so
all right.
That's it's always going to be in the back of my head.
Well, sweet. Then we should send you guys out again. Madison, would you like to go on a second date with Bruce? I'll pay for it.
Oh my God!
Come on, Madison, give him one more shot.
Madison, I really wish it didn't happen, but it did. I'm definitely in it for take it date by date. I don't have a problem with that. I just got really excited about you as a person.
Oh.
So, Madison, will you go out one more time with me?
Hey, Madison, if you wouldn't have been such a snoop and listened in on his conversation, would you go out with him if you didn't hear what he said?
That's a good question.
I would have.
Okay.
I absolutely would have.
So it's your own fault.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, now.
So you should go out with him again.
Come on.
I feel so guilty about all of this. I guess I kind of owe it to you.
There you go.
You're saying yes?
Congratulations, Bruce.
Yes.
You got yourself a pity date.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks.
I'm excited to go out with you, Bruce. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever.
Yeah. See, that's how you have to play it.
I see.
Yeah. I might be busy that night, but we'll see.
Thanks, Jubal.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.